everybody. It's Michelle, and it is not long until pumpkin spice will be out of our lives to make room for peppermint and eggnog. And I do love both of those, but I wanted to get one last pumpkin spice recipe in there for you guys before the season's over. And I have these pumpkin spice morsels that I got at Walmart, and I really wanted to find a way to utilize those. And what I came up with was a pumpkin spice brownie mix, gift in a jar. And I think you guys are really going to like this. So first thing, I'm going to get my funnel on there. And again, as you all know, I always put the recipe on screen for you guys toward the end of the video. So if you don't get all of this as I'm showing it to you, just wait for that toward the end of the video, and you can pause on that and write it down, or even just screenshot that if you want to. So the first thing that goes in is 1 1/8 cup of all-purpose flour. So there's 1/2, because my 1 cup measure is broke, so. And another half makes 1. And 1/8, or 2 tablespoons if you don't have a 1/8 cup measure. And as always, we'll tap that down in between layers. And on top of that, we're putting a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And for the chocolate in our brownies, we're using 1/3 cup of cocoa powder. Tap it down. Next is 2/3 cup of white granulated sugar. There's 1/3 and 2/3. Tap it down. And then 2/3 cup of brown sugar. And with brown sugar, you always measure that slightly packed in your measuring cup, but not too tight, because you want it to kind of fluff back up and form a layer in your jar. And there's the second third going in. And I'm going to try to level that out a little bit before we tap it down. And I'm going to tap that down. I think I'm going to turn it around until we've got a better side there. You see my layer of cocoa kind of messed up. And next goes a 1/2 cup of our pumpkin spice morsels. I better put my funnel back. And now kind of tap that layer down. And then the last thing is a 1/2 cup of chopped walnuts. And that is going to make for some delicious brownies. And that is all there is to it. We're ready to decorate our jar and attach our instructions. And so to decorate our jar, I have cut a 7-inch square piece of fabric, and I found this really nice looking fall colored chevron pattern, and I just cut that with my pinking shears. That'll keep the edges from fraying. And we're going to be tying it with just a little piece of yarn here that I got in sort of a brown color that matched the stripe. And I created a tag to go along with that I just printed out everything on my computer. First on sort of a cream colored cardstock that matched the background in my fabric. And then I outlined that with an orange, and then finally a brown on the outside of that so that everything would match. And I even cut that zigzag pattern at the top and the bottom to go along with my chevron. And I just got the title Pumpkin Spice Brownie Mix with a little bit of pumpkin clip art that I found in Word. And then instructions on the back for how to make that. And they will have to add 3 eggs, 2/3 cup of oil, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And they'll bake those at 350 for 20 to 25 minutes. And I will put these instructions on screen for you guys at the end of the video too. So I've got a little clear rubber band here. That's going to help me a little bit. I'm just going to put my fabric on there. And my rubber band will help hold that while I get everything adjusted. And I like the way those square corners point out when that's all gathered up. I think that adds to the chevron look a little bit. I really like that. So now I have my piece of yarn here, which is about 30 to 36 inches, I guess. That way I'll have enough and won't come up short. I'm going to fold that in half, stick my loop through from the back side of the hole in my tag and pull my ends through the loop, and then about 1 inch up from there or so I'm going to tie a knot. That's going to be our little stop, so that from there down will be loose to dangle. And then just attach that to the front. Wrap that around the neck of the jar and back around to the front and tie it in a little bow. And actually, I think I'm not going to cut any of the length of the strings off. I think that's just about right. So there you go, guys. That was absolutely one of the easiest gift in a jar mixes that I have ever put together, and I just love the look of it with the fall colors and those orange morsels showing from the side. I just love that, and I just can't wait to have pumpkin spice brownies. So you guys be sure to comment below and let me know what you think of this recipe idea. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Give me a like over on my Facebook page and join our Facebook group, Craftie Minds. Follow me on Pinterest and Instagram, and don't forget to visit my blog. I'll put the links to everything in the description below, so be sure and check it out. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.